All right, guys, welcome back. We are watching ReZero, Season 2, Episode 25. This is the finale of Season 2. We are finally here. It has been a long time that we have been watching Season 2. It took like 6 months or something because we missed a few weeks here and there, but finally here. We are finally at the end of Season 2. Last time, Beatrice chose Subaru and she's free, kinda, right? I'm sure it'll be a process, but she's out. That's big. We gotta kill all these damn rabbits. So that's gonna be something. We'll see. And then I don't know, just Rosewall, Ram. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with Rosewall? I don't know. But we're there. We did it, right? Like we did it, right? We haven't done it yet. I don't know how the season is gonna end based off the way that season one pretended to end in a happy way, and then actually Rem was dead. That was really awesome. That was really cool when it did that. I hope that isn't what is happening again. But we'll see. So far, right now, my mood going into this episode is we did it. Everything's great. We succeeded at everything. Subaru won his bet. It's so much has happened over this season. It's crazy. We'll talk about all that in the discussion now, I'm sure. So I mean, let's just get into it. We're watching season 2, episode 25, the finale. You can line your own copy up with this if you want to. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. That's a lot of rabbits. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Beatrice. Sorry. Sure. So, whoa, don't embarrass her. Hmm. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. Oh God. Surely she's strong enough to handle this, though. Come on, it'll be easy. Exactly. Oh God, that's a great sound. That's a great sound. Of course not. Imagine though. Imagine if Subaru died right now. Right. Okay. How many are there? A million? God. Oh, really? Just mowing him down, huh? We saw her do that same thing before, right? When she was fighting like Elsa and Melee. Okay. Nice. God, that is a cool looking effect. What even like is that? Ooh. that is that is a weird word to say. I agree. Yeah, what you kind of have to take them all out at once, right? Just instantly. That is what infinite means, but okay. Oh, I see what she means. Okay. Right. Hmm. We need a giant like pit trap again to have them all fall into. Okay. I guess he does have experience. He does have experience. Oh God, man, Subaru has to be so afraid of these things too when they like tortured him to death all those episodes ago. Sure. Sure. She could help, of course. Ooh. Exactly. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Just a perfect, like, pin around them. Ooh. Okay. Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Amazing saying. Very nice. Shamak. Of course. Oh, interesting. They start eating each other because there's nothing else to eat, I guess. Hmm. God, like what? We did it? We did it. Very. Ah, I see. I see. Their own little pocket dimension. Can they eat each other forever? Right? Like they can keep multiplying, you know? Oh, Rosewall lost. What do you think, man? Oh, God. Oh. I feel so bad for these two. I don't know. What is that face? Come on. I literally, yeah, like, come on. Perfect. She asked for it, like, come on. Oh my god, we did it. We did it. We did it. Ooh. Face to face with her. Yeah. For both of them. It it sure was. I think it's a weight on your shoulders too. Yeah. Hmm. No. Yeah. Not at all. But she never needed that person. Exactly. Yeah, like how was she able to do it, right? Because Rosewall's in the same position, you know? Exactly. Is it? Greedy, maybe. You don't have to be. Mm-hmm. Sure. Perfect. That's a good way to put it. Rosewall, Rosewall, Rosewall. You never change. I think she has changed. In a way. Yeah. Oh, she doesn't. Of course, she doesn't know. Yeah, yeah. She didn't know about like the soul transfer thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess yeah. She okay. She didn't know the whole time. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, so like his relatives, I guess, right? His descendants. That is very dark, right? Hmm. But it's like... it's deserved. I don't know. What was that? What was that? Okay. I suppose. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, the 400 years ago that both of them wanted to hold on to so badly. Tadaima. All three of them back together, but so different, right? So different. So what does Roswell do now? How does he... Can he really move on? Hmm. Interesting. I've made all these cats, like... In a way. So, yeah, what's the situation with Puck now? Oh, okay. When you need him most? God. Ah, you both have. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Don't say that. But I guess it's as long as she takes a good lesson from that idea, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. Oh, God. Her ears blushing. You gotta stop calling people out, Subaru. God. It's okay. Okay, alright. I... Indeed. Indeed. Okay, okay. Oh, God. Alright. You don't have to... No, I don't know. I don't know. What? 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 Oh my God, she's stupid. She's stupid. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Amelia. Girl. She really... Someone needs to give this girl sex ed. What's happening here? Oh God. Oh God. No, it's because you guys kissed, clearly. It's literally, right? Oh God. Subaru, you gotta... Yeah, we need Puck's help. We need Puck's help. Why can't he be here? Oh God. How's Subaru gonna approach that, huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. There we go. I mean, hey, if he gets out of it just being punched by everyone, God, look at Petra. God. Of course, of course. I suppose. Hmm. Sure. Can't control it, really. Can he be? I believe in the ability to change, even after 400 years, right? Aw, Rem. Yeah, I guess, right? Not like that's changed. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I suppose. Is that reason enough, though? It's yeah, right? Hmm. I suppose. Even if he had ulterior motives. Well, yeah, no kidding. It's natural everyone would be angry. Yeah, true. We can't force him into this, right? Okay, we can't really trust you, but if that is his genuine attitude, he's gonna get naked, like I. Oh, okay, okay. What is that? That's like the eagle crest. That's like that was on the mansion, right? Interesting. Okay. Oh, right. From the bet with Subaru. Okay, okay. Oh, not his soul, right? That's a because he was so confident, he was so sure he would win, right? Yeah, yeah. I guess what would it have meant for Subaru if he lost, you know? Oh, God. Interesting. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, that he can't betray them. Are you? I suppose. Is but there's the whole echidna thing. Of course. Hmm. Okay. His own word. Hmm. His own word is more important to me. His own feelings are more important to me than something forcing him to do this, right? Hmm. No. That's hard. Hard to forgive people. Yeah. Gotta be hard to be a maid at the mansion, though. I guess the mansion's gone. Okay, very understandable. No. Yeah. Hmm. Not like you have a requirement to forgive him, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna. Maybe with time, right? Like, who's just gonna forgive him right away, you know? Oh, I want Amelia to talk to him so bad. What is she gonna say? You're all being very weird. Okay, which is what? Oh, sure, sure, right? Actually, that's kind of in the same vein of like he needs to have an understanding of it, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. I wonder. That's such a different as a human being, right? Yeah. I feel like that's what it relates to. Okay. God. Okay. 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 I can accept it. I can accept it, I suppose. It's gonna be a path though for Rosewall, I feel like. For like what are we doing here? Conferment of knighthood? Okay. Oh god, look at him. Look at him. Ah. Ooh, I see. You guys have many things to say to each other. Okay, okay. Of course. Yeah, yeah. Her soul, really. Right. I wonder. Right. Don't blame you. Sure. Sure. Okay, you can keep your eye on him, but and he yeah. Oh God, Rem. New invisible wounds. Yeah, yeah. Oh. And yet he didn't. Because he's stronger. Because he's stronger than you. Right? Because he's stronger than you. Oh, look at her. God, what a fancy dress. Like, what is that? Yeah, he's gonna be an official knight? Oh, man. Ooh. He wins. He wins. We won. We won. Oh. Oh, God. Look at this, huh? Amelia, please don't say something about the baby. Please. Ooh. She accidentally cuts off Subaru's head. He has to restart. Trying to look at the crowd. Do you recognize any of these people? There's Ferris was here. Hmm. Oh, absolutely. The world. My pride. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, God. Grant your every wish, huh? What a promise. What a promise. Oh, God. Beautiful. Don't tell me he has to wear this all the time now. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Oh, God. Such a feel-good episode, right? It's so good. It's so good. I'm so worried. I'm so scared. Not a fairy again. Yeah, don't. Come on. Yeah, he's not old enough. Hmm. In a way. In a way. That's a good way to get past that. Uh-huh. Oh, don't. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Yeah, of course. Interesting. In a way, sure. A child that had a lot of power. Of course. Oh, the moon. Okay. God, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, I'm sure. Always. Okay. Just like their promise for their date. Oh god. It's uh-huh. I guess she has no idea. Right. Ooh, really? I wonder what she wants to talk to him about. Just everything? I mean, everything that happened? You're her only knight, so of course you're number one. I like how he's like been teaching her English phrases. Ooh, interesting. No matter what you say. That's an interesting... Hmm. I suppose. Hmm. Ooh. Sure. Of absolutely not. Of course not, right? Oh, God. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, God. It's their work together, it's collaborative instead of like oh God. You have an easily cleared mind, Subaru. God, look at it too. Aw, Rem. Those two are friends. I knew it. Come on. Extremely. The nicest atmosphere, maybe, right? Like, your ideal, huh? Oh, God. That little jump he did. Like, what was that? Oh, and that's it. Okay, okay. I wonder if there's an after credits? No, no, this is it. That's it. Okay, okay. God, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. No catch, right? No catch, right? Like, man. What a scene. This could be the end of the show. This could be the end of the story. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. Like, I don't know, right? I don't know, you know? I guess that's a good way for arcs to be structured, right? If it makes me feel like everything was really wrapped up. I mean, yeah, that's amazing, right? God, look at Beatrice and Petra. Hmm. Oh, so good, so good, so good. This girl had a very distinctive design, doesn't she? I wonder, like, wonder if she would be a recurring character. I mean, so does this guy, I guess, right? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. At the end, man. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, not like it's over. Still got season three. We got season three. We got some other stuff to watch. Got something to read, but we'll talk about all that in the discussion. Okay, let's talk about the episode. God, what a perfect, amazing season finale. Just what a good. Oh, it's so good, right? The only like fear that I feel is the fact that the season one finale was also very good and was very happy. Felt so great. And then Rim was dead, right? There can't be a catch, right? What could the catch possibly be? There's no way there can be a catch, right? As I say that though, actually, as I say that though, the only thing that maybe is a catch is the echidna stuff, right? From the last episode, right? From the last episode with that little moment where there was echidna. Wait, was that the episode before? What episode? Yeah, right here, right? That little moment with echidna like being inside her head, right? That whole soul transfer idea seems like it did succeed for echidna somehow, right? I have so many questions regarding all of that though, right? It's like I guess if anything can qualify as a catch, which maybe at this point ReZero likes doing things like that, right? This feels like in a similar vein to what happened to Rem. How did that happen, right? Like if that's what happened, Echidna wasn't there in after Amelia did the third trial, right? Echidna wasn't there anymore. Now she's inside the Shima's head, right? It's like she took her over. How did that happen? How and why and when, right? What gave her the ability to do that? Something about Amelia? Because she was there when Amelia did the second trial, right? She was there at the end of Amelia doing the second trial. And then she wasn't there for the third. And then she was inside of Ryuzo head. So I don't I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know what the implications of that is, even, right? Of her being you know what? We'll talk about it more in a moment. Um, let's just talk more about the episode in general. Just wraps up like everything like perfectly in my mind, right? Uh we got it all figured out. We won. We did it. Finally, right? It's it's so great. It's like as I said, I guess in the ending credits, this could be the end of the show. This could just be the end for me. And I would be like, yeah, that was good. That was really that's fine. That's the end, right? And they lived happily ever after the end, right? Obviously it's not. It's who knows how much more there will be to this story, but no, it's so good. Just everything feels like it was executed perfectly. Just the amount of progress that all of our characters made over the course of this season. I mean, it's like season one is like incomparable, right? It's actually crazy. I don't even understand. I don't even understand. I guess this season was a lot longer, right? Uh, not only because season one was 24 episodes, right? This was 25. At least I believe season one was 24. I guess I don't remember exactly. Um, the episodes were longer. They skipped the opening and ending like every single time. So I mean, this it would not surprise me if this season is like I don't know 20% longer than season one, even right? Like in terms of actual runtime of like scenes and stuff. Like if you cut out the openings and the endings. Um, so I mean, I guess it's no surprise that just so much happened over the course of the series. But it's like if you think about the course of the season, but if you think about Subaru at the start of the season, Amelia at the start of the season, Rosewall at the start of the season, everyone at the start of the season compared to the end. It's just crazy. It's crazy how much has happened. It's unbelievable, right? It's like unrecognizable how different the circumstances are for everyone now. How much everything has changed. How, everything is different now, right? For the better, Like what a God, I just feel like that's uncommon in a story. In a story like this, where it's obviously going to be a long running thing, and like there's going to be a lot more arcs after this one, right? We got a season 3, we got a season 4, we're going to have more after that, I assume. Um, I feel like it's uncommon for an arc like this to just end and have just everything have worked out and for everything to be awesome. For you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like any new issues were like introduced in this arc, right? That like are unresolved. Obviously, there's a lot of unresolved stuff in the story at large, but not things like in this arc that weren't introduced and then like resolved, right? You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just so good. It's just so good. Subaru finally gets knighted. It just feels like such a like this is what I mean when I say it's like this feels like such a conclusion in so many ways. This like Subaru getting knighted here for real. It's such a final it feels like such a final step for him as a character from where he was in season 1, right? Like the self-proclaimed knight, Natsuki Subaru, all that, right? And all this stuff that happened. It's so representative of how much he has changed, how much he has changed as a person, how much he, just everything, right? Just everything, and like the talk him and Amelia here have, right? To agree to rely on each other and all of this, it's so like think about that compared to the talk that they had at the end of episode 13 in season 1, right? And after the whole royal selection meeting business, right? And Subaru making a fool out of himself, like how different this is, how radically, completely different this is. It's like all these characters are just my children, and I just look at them and I'm just so happy with where they have gone. And I just don't even know. Of course, there's more that these characters are going to go through and that we're going to do with them as characters. I just wonder, like where are we even going? What are we even doing now, right? What are we even gonna do in season 3? What are we gonna do in season 4, right? What new problems will be introduced for these characters? It's crazy because I remember I kind of felt like this at the end of season 1 too, that for Super it felt like he made so much progress that it was hard for me to imagine where he was even going to go in season 2. But like now it's like that, but like for real, right? Same for like Amelia, how it just feels like both of them as characters especially have changed so much. They are both like they feel unrecognizable compared to how they were at the start of the season. And I don't know. I am so excited to see where we go with them in the future, right? Like what's even going to happen? What's even going to happen in season 3? Man, and like all this stuff. Beatrice, oh, it's like all of these things that were set up in the first season have been like properly resolved and figured out, all this Rosewall stuff, all this stuff with Beatrice. I love the noise that Beatrice makes here. Wait, we gotta play it. Wait. There we go. Perfect. Um, Beatrice makes some great noises. I guess she has before too, whenever Subaru's messing with her, right? But hopefully that will be a more standard part of the show now. God, trying to think. Is there anything else at large I want to say about the season? I mean, obviously, like this was just a really good season. The topics, I guess, like if I wanted to say what the season is all about, right? It's kind of like that's hard. That's really hard. It's about like deciding your own future, I suppose, right? Like it's really about taking control of your life, deciding the path that you want to be on, and doing that. Right? It was that for Beatrice, it was that for Subaru, it was that for Amelia, it was that for Rosewall, is that for Ram, right? Or is that for all of these characters, right? In terms of having the willpower to be on the path that you want to be on in life. And it's like we explored all of these different angles of it, right? Subaru trying to find that through self-sacrifice, Rosewall trying to find it through other person sacrifice, I guess, right? Um, Amelia, what would you even say, right? I guess for Amelia, it was more so her purpose and her meaning and everything felt like it was so not determined by her. She had to reach that step of determining who she is and who she wants to be. For Beatrice, it was like fear, I guess, of deciding what she wants to do with her life, right? Like she sat around for 400 years because she was unable to take that first step, right? Yeah, yeah. So that's really what it's about, I guess, right? Is knowing what you want to do with your life and being strong enough, being able to do it, to take the path that will lead you to it, you know? The tome of wisdom representing like a just a shortcut, I guess, but not even a shortcut, right? It's just this idea, this imagined idea of this shortcut, of a path that will lead you to it, without you having to have the willpower and the strength in yourself to pursue it, you know? Um, for Subaru, it felt like Return by Death was almost like that as well, and that's why Return by Death being something that, you know, if he was so callous about his own life and all of this, of course he could achieve anything. Um, but because Return by Death has all of these downsides to it, right? It will lead to him like being tortured, right? Like, you know, Return by Death feeling like it's in that same vein as the Tome of Wisdom, being like this imagined tool that you could use to reach your goals the easy way almost, right? Yeah, we learned in this season as well to rely on it as little as possible, basically, right? I think that is a very important step for Subaru to have taken, right? Because I remember talking about that in season one, how it felt like every time Subaru like used Return by Death to do something, right? That he Return by Death was used to achieve what he wants, to achieve his goals. It's like I just think in my mind, it's like how's he ever gonna learn if he just has Return by Death as like a crutch, you know? But he doesn't now, right? We've crossed that hurdle, right? It's like he's learned and developed. It's not like he's lost Return by Death, but yeah, you know. Just so much. I guess that was really just everything, right? I guess that really is the whole season. That is the whole theme. Is that just the whole theme of the show in general? Pursuing what you want in life, being able to achieve it, being strong enough to pursue it, I guess. Because it feels like that for Echidna, too, right? Echidna's an interesting character in that way, right? All of the witches are, maybe Satella as well. Satella's goal is unclear. Satella, whatever she is, right? I guess it's hard to say. All of the witches are, I suppose, right? But I guess Echidna, how would I sum up her, the way that she relates to like that broader theme of like pursuing what you want in life? Well, Hmm. She's willing, kind of like Rosewall in a way, in my mind, willing to sacrifice anything for what she wants. But I feel like Echidna doesn't have a defined goal, right? Is that part of her problem? She wants knowledge, but what's the point of knowledge, right? We saw her cry. We saw her have some emotional reaction to Amelia, to something about Amelia, something Amelia did. We know there are things that are meaningful to her beyond just the idea of knowledge. It's so hard for me to accept that she truly just doesn't care about Beatrice at all, but I don't know. So maybe that's Echidna's problem, that she doesn't have a defined goal, right? Like what she wanted to use Subaru in Return by Death for was just to explore like every possible possibility, basically, right? um, which meandering about and finding every possible thing that the universe could possibly be. I mean, what's more of an undefined goal than that, right? She certainly did not know. She certainly doesn't have like a defined purpose in that way, you know. Yeah, purpose. Maybe that's just an easier way to put it. It's just purpose, having purpose in life, right? Maybe that's what the season was really about. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's talk about the episode, huh? God, my throat. I'm sorry. Beatrice is awesome. The perfect handicap, of course, of course. God, I just imagine if Subaru had died here, right? Subaru must be so scared of these fucking rabbits, right? Like after they tortured him to death and gave him the most painful, awful like death ever, where he slowly bled to death in lost her mind Amelia's arms, right? Like, oh god, he's got to have some rabbit PTSD. Like, man. So what is she? What Beatrice is like the darkness, or it's Yang. Is it Yang or Yin? One of those, right? I'm actually gonna look that up. Is it Yang or is it Yin? That's darkness. Uh, Yang is No, it's yin, I suppose. Yin is the darkness, right? Yin ReZero, right? I believe so. I surely won't get spoiled, right? Yes, yeah. Yin is the darkness magic. Okay, okay. Um, Same element as Subaru was, which is interesting, right? Subaru doesn't have his gate anymore, right? It like broke, right? Ferris is gonna be mad that all that work they went to healing it was a waste. But yeah, so she just casts all this crazy like crystal shit and destroys all these rabbits. It's a cool effect. I think the effect of them like freezing is like cool, right? Turning into like crystal, you know? El Minya. I wonder what that word like means. Like what is the origin of like all of the words that they use with the magic, you know? Like does it mean anything? Does it come from some language in the real world, or is it like the ReZero language? God, I want to look at them freeze. It's CGI, right? All the rabbits are CGI. It's not that I blame them, right? I don't know. I just think the effect is cool. They just turned purple in one frame here. Before they did in those previous shots, I swear. So Beatrice, I wonder if that's another part of like yen magic, I guess, is like the whole shadowy portal pocket dimension shit, I guess, right? But they mow down all these rabbits. Yeah, so they can replicate infinitely, but there's an upper limit to how many can exist at once, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. So get until they hit a max, and then we trap them all and we send them to hell. And Subaru is very used to being bait, right? Amelia helps out too. It's great. We form this pin around them. Amelia does this crazy shit where she like carves it out and it lifts up in the air. And and yeah, there we go. Very cool. Very cool. They're gone. They're gone forever. I wonder if are they stuck in that pocket dimension eating each other? I love how Subaru like uses one of like Garfield's sayings here. Very nice. Very cool. Um I wonder if they're trapped in that pocket dimension forever, just like eating each other, because they can just like multiply forever, right? And then they just eat each other. So I guess that's cool. That's kind of a man. That's like the opposite of what Daphne wanted for these things, right? Man, to an isolated space, indeed. God, look at Rosewall. And he cries. Don't blame him. Of course he does, right? It's the end for him, right? It's just because he's such a sympathetic character in so many ways, right? I really understand him. I think, it's just been this 400-year long refusal to even begin the grieving process of what he's lost, right? And just because his goal is still to reunite with Echidna, I think he still accepts it in some way here. That like, yeah, that the path he's been on this whole time hasn't been it, right? I mean, that's the other thing, right? It's like you can't help but imagine that what's running through his mind is this idea of like 400 wasted years, right? Like it's just all of this. Oh God, man, Beatrice needs to be praised, of course, and Subaru is more than willing to, to give her what she wants. I mean, she shouldn't have asked for it if she didn't want it, right? Like, come on. So Beatrice and Rosewall have a little meetup. All three of these characters are back together after 400 years. That your encounter with Mother was your clan's dearest wish, but it's not. Beatrice didn't know. Beatrice didn't know that this is actually Rosewall, the whole soul transfer thing, right? She didn't know about that, right? It was a failure, but I guess he just never told her, right? I mean, that's why she didn't know, right? He never told her. I can't help but feel like that was a very, very intentional thing from Rosewell in order to distance himself from Beatrice, because his whole thing about how you have to have your one most important thing. Beatrice would be like an obstacle to that in a way, right? Of course, he has to distance himself from everything and everyone else that he cared about, you know? Yeah, yeah. Did Subaru-kun turn out to be that person for you? Subaru is not at all suited for that. Of course, of course. I chose Subaru, who's not that person on purpose, because when I asked him to be that person for me, he laughed. He insisted that he could make me happier than some stranger I wouldn't even recognize could, I suppose. Exactly, right? What this makes me think too is like from Rosewall. For Rosewall, that person, what is that person for Rosewall, right? It was kind of like the tone. It was like it's like Echidna almost, right? Um, it's it's this idealized future he has where he achieves his goals, the path that he imagined he was on to achieve those goals finally after hundreds of years, right? To be back with Echidna, right? I just wonder if Beatrice is able to find meaning in giving up on that person and forming this connection with Subaru. For Rosewall, I guess I imagine that the idea could be that he can find meaning in all of these other people and connections with all of them, even though they aren't that person, even though they aren't Echidna, right? Even though they aren't the future that he wanted to reach, that goal that he wanted to achieve, you know? At least I would hope. At least I would hope. It's going to be a long process for Rosewall, isn't it? You'll never be number one to Subaru. You don't need to be number one, do you? I laughed because I want to make Subaru my number one. Sure, sure. No matter how old you get, you never change. You're just like back then. You and I really haven't spoken enough, have we? And all the time since we were with teacher. And yeah, Beatrice never knew. It's so cruel in a way, right? That they... But I guess it's cruel for Oswald, too. It's like something he put on himself to cut off this connection with Beatrice, right? Yeah, yeah. So I guess he has, yeah, the soul transcription thing. It's like, it can't be an empty vessel. It has to be a vessel that has a high affinity with the soul. So I guess it's like his relatives, right? Of course, right? That's why he always looks the same, right? Because he literally is descended from himself, right? Yeah, yeah. See him in her eyes. You curse me as an inhuman monster. I wonder, does he want that? Does he view himself as an inhuman monster? Because it's like, I guess in my mind, right, he was so able to justify all of his actions because he imagined them to be on this path for his goal. But now that that's changed, now that that's different, how does he feel about himself now, right? I wonder. And Roswell gets abused many times in this episode, as deserved. That would cause nothing but trouble for Mother, I suppose. And yeah, all these memories, right? They're back together. They're back together. It's just so bittersweet, right? All these memories for both of them. These things that, for both of them, left them trapped for 400 years, basically, right? Beatrice, much more literally, but Rosewall, like, in his own mind, almost, you know? And yeah, but he really is back now, right? It really is. Welcome back. He can live again, right? He can live again, I suppose. And so we get these shots of Echidna, but she sure does look different, doesn't she? She sure does look different than normal. Which I guess in the last episode, when Amelia didn't recognize Echidna, she was like, "Oh, who is this?" Right? I thought that she was that her memories of Echidna had been erased. But I don't think they were they? I don't think her memories of Echidna were erased. I think it's that this person really doesn't look like Echidna, right? Like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like her face, right? It looks very different than the Echidna that we know, right? I guess from Rosewell and Beatrice's perspective, this is the Echidna they've always known. I can think of a few possibilities for it. One, is she just older, right? Did she die when she was older than, like, the Echidna that we see in, like, the witch's graveyard area place, right? Is she just younger there? And just when she died, her body was physically older, but, like, her face looks different, right? So, like, what's up with that, huh? I don't know. Because I feel like it's very intentional, right? Her nose looks very different than Ed the way we've ever seen her, right? Even like her face shape, it's like very very pointy chin, right? Like a long pointy chin, different than the echidna. I mean, like, can I go find an echidna somewhere? Where's an echidna? There's an echidna at the end of this, right? Where is she? A little bit before this, I think. Yeah, here she is, right? Looks like her nose completely different. Maybe her chin isn't that different, I guess, but looks different, right? She definitely looks different. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I really don't. But I'll keep it in the back of my mind, I suppose. Have something to do with the echidna, the other echidna stuff, her being inside the Ryuzu? Maybe. But I don't know what relation those things would have at all. Like, I have no idea. Anyway, Subaru and Amelia have a little chat here. Um, Amelia is stupid. God. Uh, Puck. Puck is not around. Puck is not around anymore. Unfortunately, he does not have enough strength to manifest. One day he will come back, I suppose, when he's really needed, right? Both of them have changed so much. Ah, God, yeah. I need to get back to a point where I can give back to everyone soon. Yeah, like, all I ever do is take. I need to get back to a point where I can give back to everyone soon. I still don't like her way of thinking about it, that all she does is take. I don't like that idea. But if the lesson that she takes from it is a positive one, if she's able to have a positive mindset about it, then I guess what's wrong with it? Right? I guess what's wrong with it? I think she's wrong that all she ever does is take, right? For sure. But if that is motivation for her to do good things, then like sure, right? That's fine, right? That's fine. That's fine. Kind of everyone kind of feels like that in a way, right? Subaru feels like that too, of course. And we have our talk about the baby. Like, Amelia, girl, I guess she was in a crystal for a million years, and she doesn't, and she lived with Puck. She lived with Puck for the rest of that time. No one ever told her how babies work. Like, I come on, she needs to go to school. Jesus. I know I have to take good care of it, but I don't know anything about this kind of thing. So I knew I had to talk to the father. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It won't be easy with the royal selection going on, but that's not the baby's fault. I just want to make them happy. Like, it's very sweet. It's very cute that she... I don't know. Amelia, girl, you gotta... I would love to have seen what Subaru possibly told her after this. How did he possibly handle this conversation? I don't know. I wonder, like, is he I don't know. I don't know. I hopefully all of that has been handled now. I hope he got her head on straight after all of that, right? Anyway, everyone punches a Rosewall. Deserved, right? Man, a big slap. Absolutely deserved. With the is that with the one that was around her wrist? I think so, right? I assume. Very nice, very nice. Deserved, deserved. Absolutely, absolutely. Time to talk about where we're going from here. Of course, Ryan still cares about Rosewall. Of course, she still thinks he has something to apologize for, right? Those things aren't mutually exclusive, right? Yeah. She can't control who she's in love with. She can't control her feelings, right? Just like how Rosewall can't control his own for Echidna, right? Like, it's been his love for Echidna that has kept him like this for all of this time. Can't hate him that much for it, right? I mean, I can. I definitely can hate him for it. But I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I can. I think that's unfair for me to hate Rosewall. I don't think it's unfair for Petra to hate Rosewall. I don't think it's unfair for anyone here to hate Rosewall. They are the ones that he was killing and murdering, or that he planned the murders of, right? Even if he thought that it would all be undone through return by death, it's still, right? Like, God. I'm deeply grateful, but I'd rather not be told whom I should love. Exactly, right? Exactly. I even think about that. Garfield has his little crush on Ram, right? I guess that's been ruined, right? Maybe that's why he gave Rosewall the biggest punch of all. Yeah, we need Rosewall for. I'm glad Rem is here. I'm glad Rem is here. I wonder what Rem would say in this case. What would Rem say in this situation? How would she feel about Rosewall? How would she feel about the whole their village thing, right? Like the whole connection between Rosewall and all of that. Whatever that even is, right? It's left unsaid, I suppose, exactly what happened with all of that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's been so long. I mean, it's been a whole season without her, right? It's like we've had more episodes without Rem than with her. I'm gonna miss her so much, and I imagine she's never coming back, right? I don't know if it would be fair if she ever came back. Not the Rem that we know, right? Again, it's my idea would be I because they've set up specifically that her name and her memories are two separately stolen things that we can get back one without the other, right? Rem can wake up someday, and she wouldn't have her memory still. She'd be like Crush, right? She'd be like Crush. It's like, how would we even navigate that? How would we even do that? I don't know. I don't know. But one day that'll happen. One day that'll happen. Because Rem does represent that loss that Subaru's taken on, right? Like the conversation that him and Rose will have, right? So I think her ever just coming back for free would be, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right, unfortunately. I don't think it can happen. Huh. Frederica's willing to forgive him, I suppose. I'm surprised. I'm surprised she's able to. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel in this situation, right? It's someone that all of them did have such a connection to for so long, right? Of course. They all have a right to be angry, of course. They all have a hmm. I believe your concern is when and where I might become your enemy again. But you needn't worry about that. You think I'm gonna trust a damn word you say. But he has a literal thing forcing him to uh keep his word, which is this oath sealed with a curse, right? Would have been on Subaru if because their agreement if he had lost, which would have been terrifying. But it's very interesting. It's interesting because this oath to me means nothing. I don't care if Rosewall is literally forced to work for them. What I care about is how he actually feels, right? What I care about is where is his mind actually at, right? Like I need him to be able to like be on the same side, like meaningfully, right? Beyond this, beyond something forcing him to be. Maybe in the short term, this is very important because it's going to be quite the process for Roswell, I'm sure, right? I'm sure it will be. It's been 400 years of this, that it's going to be a while for him to be able to, I think he probably needs an artificial push like this to be able to give up on it and to be able to, yeah. They'd screwed up. This mark would have been engraved on you. And if you broke the promise, you would burn to ashes. God. Yeah, he can't betray us. But that's not the important thing. It's about how you all feel and it's about how he feels, right? God, so she says all this stuff about Shima. But my question though is Echidna was inside of Shima, right? Echidna was like controlling her, I assume, right? In my mind. Um how? Why? When? Like what does that mean? What are the implications of that, right? What like is since Echidna is controlling Shima now, did she specifically try and like get herself separated and all of this, to I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I it's definitely something now. It's definitely something. Quit looking like you're about to cry, Grandma. Swear you'll never do the shit you've done again, right? It's like a swear. A swear and an apology is much more meaningful to me than this oath could be, right? This literal like oath seal on him, swearing on the soul of Echidna. Yeah, that's and Petra doesn't forgive him, which can't blame her. Can't blame her at all. No, I think it is absolutely her right to not forgive him. It's hard. It's so hard, right? And I wonder if anyone can ever truly trust him, like emotionally again, right? Amelia has something to say. You guys are all being weird because he hasn't even apologized yet. That is the important part, right? I guess Amelia would know, right? Of course. You have to apologize. If you're going to work with us from now on, that's the right thing to do as a human being. As a human being, that is such an important way to put it too. As a human being, not as a soul, not as whatever Roswell thinks of himself as, right? But it's like Roswell's life. It's like what Beatrice said. Like, welcome back, right? He gets to live a life again. He has to live a life again. He has to be a human again. He has to start engaging with other people as humans, And it's going to be a process. That is for sure. Oh, so here we are at Subaru's knighthood ceremony. God, everyone's all dressed up. Very nice, very nice. Rem is here too. Yeah, so sad. Ugh. Oto looks the best, as usual. So Subaru and Rosewell have a little talk. They have a little talk. What is her name? Anna Rose. Anna Rose? Head over heels for Amelia. I see. I see. She looks like a character that's gonna be returning, right? That has a very, very particular design to me, right? I imagine. I imagine. Roswell's goal is to reunite with his teacher, of course, right? His goal hasn't changed. He hasn't given up on it. He hasn't given up on it just because he's lost a tome. He just has to engage with it like a normal person now, right? He has to be able to do that, right? Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Don't misunderstand. I wish to reunite with a teacher whose blood flows, who breathes and houses his soul. Just that's such a tall ask, right? Is that possible? Can he face the idea of that being impossible? It's his desire and dearest wish. I've lost the tome of wisdom, and I'm bowed by the mark of the oath, but I have no intention of giving up on my teacher. Sure, you don't have to. Absolutely. I will continue to keep my eye on you. You decided what you would lose, that you would lose nothing, and pick up all the pieces. You will surely continue to be hurt from now on. It's like he's gonna take his cues from Subaru, basically, right? You will lose things over and over, and each time you get them back. You will carry on with new invisible wounds. And I mean, Roswell is the only person who knows about Return by Death. He's the only one who really understands what Subaru's going through here, right? Yeah, yeah. If I lost anyone, I would not hesitate to reduce everything to ashes. That really was his attitude. Yeah. Nothing can lead me back to my teacher but you, Subaru-kun, and the path you walk. Hmm. Absolutely. And the ceremony. You've earned the praise of a witch's disciple. You win for today. We won. We won. Ah, we passed Roswell's test, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. And so the knighthood begins. Should I read this whole thing? Should I? The sun that looks down upon a brilliant world, the stars that keep watch over the world when it sleeps, the wind to the water, to the earth to the light, the spirits that dwell in all things, the world that will accept you and nurture you, the vast world into which you will be sent forth, the pride that has supported you, protected you, and created you. The pride, huh? May you find a way to live that will not shame all that watch over you, the world that nurtures you, and the pride that supports you. May you live as your heart dictates. Very important. Important for that just feels like such a line. May you live as your heart dictates, right? That is such a line that just for this whole season feels so important. All of this whole speech, feels like just such a meaningful thing to apply to just the themes of the whole season, right? Never fearing, never cowering, never hesitating. Have you the will to do all of this, as all things surrounding you have done, to swear that you will henceforth protect the one standing before you? On the sun, the stars, the spirits, the world, my pride thinks of his parents, and on my father and mother, I swear it. I will protect you. I will grant your every wish. My name is Natsuki Subaru, your knight, Amelia, and yours alone. So good, so beautiful, so perfect. It's Subaru. It's not the time for that. I guess it's fine. Oh, God. Finally, we have a little talk between us, right? About our future, I suppose, right? Oh, I get the feeling things are going to be even tougher than before. God, don't say that. Don't say that, please, because they better not be. They better not be. Like, Jesus, man. Don't say that ever again. I think Roswell's just afraid of forgetting everything he's done. Yeah, I mean, that's the fear, right? Betraying those 400 years, essentially. Betraying himself for all that time. That's why he acts like that to get everyone's attention. Honestly, he's such a child. I guess, right? In a way, right? He's like Beatrice throwing a tantrum, right? Over not being able to have that person, essentially. No, he really is. He really is. Subaru, there's something I want to say to my knight later. I wonder what they will talk about. Will we get to see it? Probably not. Probably not. They promise, just like for the date. When you invite me to your room at night, is breaking that promise even an option? No, it's not. He still hasn't told Amelia about that. Someone needs to sit her down and have a talk. Like, God. Your number one knight, absolutely. You are each other's number ones, right? Come on. No matter what you say, I'll never become disenchanted in you. God. What's important isn't the beginning or the middle, it's the end. Besides, no matter what started it, it's not like it's still the same now, right? Yeah, yeah. Hmm. It's just so good. It's just thinking about this compared to their what they talked about in season 1 episode 13 at the end, right? Just think about how different their relationship is now. How different the way they like engage with each other is, and like in terms of relying on each other and helping each other, all of this, right? Her asking Subaru if she can rely on him versus Subaru forcing all of this help on her, you know? Ah. If there's anything I can help you with, I will. And if there's anything you don't understand, I'll think about it with you. Perfect. Beautiful. That Subaru has an easily, like, quelled mind, huh? All his doubts are gone. Maybe I'm just happy to see what you're seeing, and I think it's nice. Makes me happy if you feel the same way about it. I'm not so sure. That might not quite be right. I do think it's okay if we think differently. Of course, of course. Ah, God. We made it. We made it to the ideal. And, I think that is about it. Offbeat steps under the moonlight. What a season finale. Um, okay. Well, I guess that is it. Here's the plan. So there's an excerpt. There's some cut content yet again, just like with the Witch of Envy Satella stuff, like them being different people. That was cut content from this season that people told me about. That I read that little passage. There's a passage. There's another passage that people wanted me to read from, like, I guess near the end of season 2. That's more cut content stuff that people want me to read. I will read that next time alongside, I think we're going to watch all the break times. So we're just going to do a long marathon of all those next time. Um, I don't know what those are like. I don't know what kind of content is in them. Apparently, the ones for season 2 aren't that important, but we might as well watch them. Why not, right? And then the season 3 break times are apparently very important. So I will make sure for those. I should watch those every single time with like the episode, right? So we'll do that for season 3. So next time we're gonna read that excerpt that is like cut content, and we'll watch the break times, and then next time we will start season 3. So this has been an amazing journey. Season 2. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I mean, God, we still have so much left. We still have so much left. We have season 3 and then season 4. We don't even, or we're probably not even halfway through, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I guess that is it. It feels so weird. It feels so weird to be done with season 2. But it was an incredible experience. A very good, very very good in every way. Um, anything else I want to say? No, we should just end it there. So if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one.